Hey, we're at Auto 24 and we're going to see how this thing does on the way to get refueled. Why the Peugeot? It's the only one they allowed me to take, so we're taking it. So while we're on our way to fuel up, might as well talk about the car a little bit. This is a 1.6 litre turbocharged engine making around 133 kilowatts, pushing 250 newton meters of torque to the tires, giving us a round figure of just over 220 k's an hour on this clock. Yeah, pretty smooth for a road trip vehicle. I mean, comfort wise, it works. You don't even feel the potholes sometimes. Well, about 220 k's later, we finally found a petrol station to refuel at. But you know what? The drive was actually quite good. Suspension, smooth, soft, even with the potholes that we were hitting, unintentionally. It wasn't too bad. Very manageable. Steering responds quite nicely, as well as the driver assist keeps you well in the lane. The cruise control responsive as well. It has radar detection, so any car that cuts in front of you, it slows and auto brakes for you. Acceleration was quite nice and responsive when it needed to be. So I mean, we covered the 200k's quite easily. And here we are. So typically when people think comfort, the first thing that comes to your mind is usually how the suspension feels, how fast it accelerates, whatever it might be. But one thing people miss is the sound. If you notice, all you can hear is the gentle breeze of the air conditioner. Now, that's what you want to hear when you're going on a long road trip, especially when it comes to refueling like we do. The rumble of the road, the wind coming into the car can always be frustrating, especially in situations when you got trucks like these dudes that take up the entire road. And if the silence is too deafening, we've obviously got our 10-inch infotainment system over here with your 5x1 channel surround sound. It's like a cinema without watching a movie. Movies out there. When you think SUV, you typically think, big, bulky, not very agile, to be honest. But not gonna lie, she tends to move, especially around a good corner or so. On the way to these gas stations, quite a few windy, bendy roads, and it moves. It holds its line quite nicely, and when it comes to the immediate stop, braking is no hassle as well. As much as it's a bulky SUV, as much as it looks big, as much as it feels big, it tends to slow down quite efficiently as well, like so. So it's not really a concern when it comes to handling or even the performance of its agility. For uphill, there's not much to really say about that. Hey, the turbocharger kicks in exactly when you need it to be. When it's on eco mode, yes, it does struggle a little bit, but that's to be expected because everything's throttled. The second you put it into normal, even sport, then she moves. When you go to the world's furthest gas station, yeah, you're gonna feel a little bit of fatigue. But you see, the Peugeot 3008 does a good job at helping with that. Leather seats, plush, not too hard. The driver assist functionality makes life a little easier. Although, I will admit, it does make it too easy. If you've eaten a big meal, like I have, and you're driving with the cruise control on, you might just nod off a couple of times. But cool thing about this, with the driver assist, it holds the steering wheel and even starts slowing down when there's a car that pulls out in front of you. So the safety features are top tier. And if you put the setting on when you go over a line, it starts beeping. So no chance taking a nap behind the wheel here. Look, if I had to give a verdict on the overall comfort of the vehicle, for a Peugeot, what you know to be rickety cars, if you've been around from 2006 onwards, or beforehand for what you know to be in the rally, This actually rates pretty high up there. I'd give it a solid 7 out of 10. It's obviously not on the level of a business class vehicle, but it sure as hell can compete. This is what road trips are about. Comfort, reliability, and an all-round good drive, So if you're going to do a road trip, rather do it well, build the memories right, and do it with the right car.